World, you're needed in the dean's office.
Your boy Dean,
Tim,
Turan.
you got another episode of the Dean's Office.
Yo.
I want to thank, before we get started, I just want to thank everybody that continue to support us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on the video. The more activity we have on our social media page, the more it will get out to other people and spread the word. And as well, at some point, we can financially gain from this.
I'm not in it for the money, you know. I'm in it to feed the people knowledge and feed the people entertainment.
it'd be nice just to feed your pocket too.
No,
We're still trying to do that.
No, what I'm saying is
Money ain't the motivation.
yeah, it ain't about the money. We operating at a cost, so it's costing us to do this. We want to at least be able to break
that's-
even so we can do this.
That's our gift to the people, to y'all.
Okay.
Hey, but listen,
All right.
follow us on Twitter.
Let's continue.
Follow
Yes.
us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook. We're on all the social
So we
media,
can
Instagram,
so we can continue to lose money. Okay.
so we can continue to spread the word that coming from the dean's office.
And don't forget, this is the church podcast. No,
I don't think it's
that's
church.
why
I don't
support.
think we're church.
I won't say it's the church podcast. It's the podcast of good vibes and clean fun
It's a podcast for the people,
for the people.
for the people.
for
Okay.
for all age ranges. They want to listen to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though
you go back and listen to all our episodes, we try to keep it clean. We try to keep it general PG. Sometimes we get into the nitty gritty and Tavares might slip up with a word here and there, but for the most part, we're okay.
That's why God's still working on me. All right, so let's go. Before we get started, we about to jump into it. I know what it's. Again, we're gonna have this conversation and have this discussion, and we're gonna do our best to be mindful of the situation, but as well as provide the entertainment and the shed the light on it the best we can.
And make sure you use allegedly if you saying anything.
Nah,
We ain't trying to get sued.
yeah, dog. If any of the 10 people that watch this sue us, dog, I'm gonna have a problem. All right, so we fine. You know what I'm saying? It's like us talking in a what you call it? Talking in you in your house.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, the people in your house telling on you, dog. You know, we
got issues,
yeah, we got problems. So yeah, like I was saying before, so we're gonna talk about Diddy, right? I know.
Allegedly.
No, we're not allegedly.
We're not allegedly talking about Diddy. We're gonna talk about Diddy.
We're gonna talk about Diddy and the things that he allegedly did.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
But he did some things that's proven. We don't have to put a legend behind it. So, as we know, we seen the video of Diddy beating up Cassie in the hotel lobby, or not lobby, but the hallway in the hotel. And prior to that, she filed a lawsuit for $30 million against him, and that was like a couple of months ago.
That was back in like October, November of 2023.
Was that long?
Yeah.
No, it was in December. She filed a lawsuit December 22nd or the 15th or something like that, and the very next day they settled.
Yeah. So then she made a lot of claims within that about some of the things, and everybody been hearing rumors about Diddy, hearing stuff about Diddy. First,
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly that we heard stuff about him. That why you keep using the word allegedly, dog?
I ain't trying to go to
prison. First off, you don't have enough money that Diddy wants to sue you, dog. Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
you don't know what's gonna come out of this. All I'm saying is, people get exonerated for things that they think people have done all the time.
He's not on trial.
I'm
It's
saying
a statute of limitations.
But you know,
Eventually he will.
But no,
look at
Teran.
Michael
I'm sorry,
Jackson.
Teran.
Look at Michael Jackson.
Teran. He admitted. Hold on.
So you
Diddy
saying Michael
admitted
Jackson play
that
with
was
kids?
him on the video. He admitted. He came out of his words and said, "I apologize. That was me. I wasn't that person."
You never
So it's not.
apologized. He said.
He said that he apologized not to Cassidy. He apologized for being that person and doing that. If you listen to what he's saying, so we can't say allegedly because he did it. He actually said that was me, and I was appalled back then when I did it, and I'm appalled or whatever he said now. So we don't have to say allegedly if we're talking about that one video that he admitted that was him. But go ahead, Tavares. I didn't want to.
Nah, you go ahead. So, just what's your overall take on what have been discussed? What
I think Diddy, I think what's wrong with this is the fact that if you notice, all of our most successful black men in hip hop has found to have something wrong or did something wrong or have some type of imperfection.
No. That's clear. Not that they have anything wrong because everybody's imperfect, but like, they have allegations against women.
When it comes to against women, yeah,
or being a bad person. Like, think about all our leaders in hip hop and all the things that they've been. Like, look at Russell Simmons, that he liked underage people and he had to go to Bali or wherever.
So you not gonna say alleged?
You're not gonna say alleged on that part. so
you gonna get Diddy alleged, but not.
But
Russell allegedly he like whatever.
Okay.
Look at Michael Jackson. Allegedly, took pictures of little boys' buttholes and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? It's like,
I never heard that one before.
I'm serious. That's what it was.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what it's specifically buttholes, but I get what you're saying.
But like, you get what I'm saying? So it's, to me, it's a few things. I think money is the root of all evil. I think it turns you into the worst version of yourself.
What I just not to say turn, but I think it elevates the things. Not improvise.
Amplifies.
Amplifies. There we go. It amplifies or reveals something that you already be hitting in you because now you feel like you're bigger than top of the world and nobody can stop me now because I have the money. But go ahead. I didn't mean to jump on you. Go ahead.
No, that's a great point. And that's my thing. So I think whenever we, like, you see all the people that's like successful in the business getting in trouble, especially entertainment or sports, you see them getting in trouble, whatever the case may be, and it just seems like money does something to you. But with the Diddy situation specifically, allegedly, I think
it's allegedly.
But go ahead, you think? Go ahead.
No, with the whole Diddy situation, obviously it was horrible. The things that was on the videotape. I know everybody. You saw a lot of stars already unfollowing him. A lot of people don't cut ties with him. And I'm assuming after the documentary 50 Cent drops, TMZ already has one out. Once people start viewing those more, a lot more people are going to disconnect themselves from Diddy. So he's probably going to get his just desserts, to be honest with you. So that's it. Like, his career is done. And to be honest with you,
I disagree.
And to be honest with you, when I saw it, I don't know why, but that video made me so angry. It made me so angry. Like, you just hate to see a pretty girl getting beat up. A pretty girl.
Hey, dog, I know this wrong. I know this wrong to say, but I'm gonna say it with you, dog. When women are pretty and very beautiful, they should not have a hard life
at all.
Like, you shouldn't talk to them aggressively. You shouldn't not pay for things for them. They should be elevated. That's how I feel. I feel like if you're a pretty or beautiful woman and you're failing in life, right? You're not using all of your God-given gift and you're not applying yourself. I don't think beautiful women should struggle. I don't think they should go through things.
And in prime example, how bad did y'all feel in Color Purple when Oprah got beat up? Did y'all feel horrible?
No, but she deserved that though.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you see what I'm saying?
No, but I'm gonna tell you why she deserved it though. In The Color Purple, when you talking about Whoopi or Oprah? Oprah, right? So I'm gonna tell you why.
Big one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why Oprah. You making this okay?
Sophia.
But yeah, Sophia, the reason why she got beat the way she did was, right, her husband, right, she didn't have respect. I'm gonna, hey, take it how you want. She didn't have respect for men, right? See, and that's another thing I think with women too. When you don't have respect for men, you don't have respect for what they're capable of, right? And I think because she didn't have respect for men, that translated over to not having respect for authority. You're in a racist time period where you know that they don't love black people. So for her not having awareness to understand that she's in a situation to where just be quiet and go back in the car with your family, you kind of understand why she got the crap beat out of her, because she didn't have respect, and I think that trickles down for not having respect for men, not having respect for her husband, and then not having respect for authority, that which led to her getting beat. And you seen it kind of humble her when she realized no matter how tough she thinks she is, there are people or a situation that's bigger than you. And I think that to her, so she did not saying women need to get beat, but I understood why she got beat in the movie.
So for me, the thing to go back into the situation, I think I'm glad we waited before we spoke about the Diddy situation, because we want to know everything, right? And I think that was the biggest problem why a lot of people I
believed her off jump.
No, what I'm saying,
we couldn't. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, even when Cassidy did that back in then, people didn't really believe her. You understand what I'm saying? And that many times, a lot of people say, "Hey, you're innocent until proven guilty," and that's what, going back to what Terrell is saying is about. I'm sorry, Teran. Go back to what Teran is saying about our people are getting such stuff allegedly to us. Don't be so jump to conclusions. Say, okay, they automatically
don't be quick to jump to conclusions.
Don't be quick to it, right? So now, going back to it is, if I didn't see the video, myself would have been like, okay, something got to be there, because he settled so fast, not knowing that there was a video out there. Then I'm thinking, this guy had so many people around him. Why would those people around him allow him to do that to a young lady? You get what I'm saying? So but listen, going back to what you're saying, money.
I'm pretty sure
I'm with them, dog. I don't get paid to save nobody, bro.
But I'm saying, look at you. Let's say you at your job, right? And
my boss.
But that's what I'm saying. For me,
I wouldn't.
Hold on, too. Let him explain what I'm at the job doing.
I don't say necessarily the best of honest.
I'm getting beat at the job, dog.
I'm saying, when you at your job, and they call it a whistleblower, some people are afraid to be whistleblowers because they love their job. Imagine you are some uneducated person or some
they educated, dog. Not just because.
Hold on, I'm telling you, like, his entourage. Right? I'm pretty sure not everybody in his entourage went to school. You know what I'm saying? They probably.
You don't have to be school to be educated.
But not only that, but you got to have some kind of morals, dog. Nah. Yes, you have to.
Timmy, if
you have to.
There's no more. Go ahead, Tara.
If you getting paid $200,000 a year, and all you doing is just booking this man flights, and you see him slap a girl around.
Yeah, I'm reporting him. I'm reporting him. Because you know,
all you doing is booking.
Because only reason I'm saying that is this: because once again, we all grown up with different household. I mean, not us, but everybody grew up different households and used to values, and you should see how women should be treated. Right? There's no instance that you should feel okay if a woman gets slapped in the mouth or get put.
No, you don't.
But listen,
feel
I'm saying
bad about it.
No,
but you
it's no other way. It's no way, dog. It's impossible for. Like
you be like, hey man, don't do those things.
Nah.
And then so you say,
nah,
Timmy, if you.
It's impossible.
You quitting?
I'm quitting, dog. I'm quitting. Yes, I'm quitting to do
over
something
somebody
else.
else's problem?
How's that somebody? So Terrell, that's just saying. I'm gonna stand by and watch this person get. What if she'd have died? That would have been on me too.
No, you didn't kill her.
That would have been on me because I know what was going down.
Timmy, I'm not saying don't intervene and just say, hey, stop.
That's the problem. And that's the problem. Because the bodyguard came out and said, yeah, there's a few times I saw him doing this and that or whatever.
I had to stop it.
But he didn't stop. He didn't stop it.
He just said he saw it.
He just said I saw it and all. I'm so for me, you coming out and telling me that, you just as bad as Diddy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. The people that's around him, nobody stepped in and said, you know what? Let me go ahead and protect that black woman. And that's what it really boils down to.
Quarter of black woman.
So if
a quarter black.
So if I'm put it like this. If I think, all right, I'm not defending anyone. I'm not saying any, but I can understand why someone who's employed by Diddy would not say anything if they're reliant on him
For
income, financial stability, because you say to yourself, if you broke, right? If you're broke or your back is against the wall, how often would you choose morality over surviving? You get what I'm saying? Like I know it's easy for those who don't rely on Diddy or not in that situation for us to say, hey, if I was there, boy, I'm beating Diddy up. You know what I'm saying? I respect what you saying. You would quit, because I would respect you saying you quit, right? Then over you saying I'm gonna still work with him, but I'm gonna talk to him while he's hitting women. You get what I'm saying? Because again, your standard is staying. I'm not gonna be around anything. I'm not gonna try to convince you or talk to you anything like that. My moral with you is more important than say, hey, I'm still working at this job. So I know, I see that's what you're saying, but I also know that you have people, one, that are the same. Because generally, if you just think about the friends you have, they generally the same type of people you are, right? So if you're around a person, if you see a person that he beats on women, I'm pretty sure his friends and the people that he associates with have an understanding for you beating on women. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hang around people that's not like you. You get what I'm saying? You rarely. I mean, again, I'm not saying. I'm pretty sure there are some examples or some.
But what if it? But not to cut you off. What if it's like a violent relationship?
If they even, but
So like, what if she slaps him, he slaps her, they fight, they tussle, they get back together? You still get involved in something like that?
no, but see, but what Tim is saying is he would just quit. He will no longer work for them.
That's what I'm saying. So if you see it, what if it's all I'm saying? And again, I've never in my life done any type of domestic violence ever. You know what I mean? I don't support it at all. But I'm just hypothetically. What if it was a fight between the two, and they both putting hands on each other, and it so happens the guy won? Would you walk out on that too?
I think I guess I'm a little different. Even if I see people in a fight, a man should never put his hand on a woman.
I agree.
And that's how it's supposed, regardless of, hey, she punched me first, she talked bad about me. That's my thinking is. So when it boils down to it, I can see they're in a volatile relationship. I'm going to get out and say, hey, that's not right what you're doing. And I'm going to walk away. And I will put my input tell, hey, you need to stop this, you need to do this. And if it can't happen.
Would you say something?
Yes, I would hate something before I leave.
I'm saying, would you go to the
I would say to both of them.
No,
I'm
he's saying, would you
go
call
to
the
police
police
or whatever?
I would talk to them. I don't know we're going to the cops yet. That's a little no here, no there. But what I'm saying is, for me, I will go there, tell them they need to stop what they're doing, and be like, listen, can't continue this. I can't protect none of y'all. Because at the end of the day, if something that happened to her, I'm the bodyguard who's responsible for the witnessing part. Because now you're not only putting Diddy in problem, now you're putting everybody that's around it in problem if somebody end up dead. So me thinking as a business person, yes, I might be living on hard time. Yes, my people at home, but I have to find a way to make it work that I'm not living that life where I have to go to sleep.
Don't take the devil's money, no matter how.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I agree with you saying. I think the level would be for me is if it happened at one time in front of me, do I go to the police or do I go to the media and tell them what's going on? You know, I think that's might be the part where. Yeah, you quit working with Diddy, but you know he has the ability to affect you working going forward.
And he could put in somebody.
He could blackball me. I understand that.
Not even blackball him, but if you don't stop him, once that relationship ends, because he had 2 other relationships after Cassie, or several relationships after Cassie, and who's to say that those women weren't put in danger?
Because I know there's this one I'm going to use allegedly for. They allegedly say he killed Kim Porter, which is the mother of his children.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like
so for me, I don't know. I like what you said, you report or whatnot, but I don't know if I would take it to the news part because now you not only making the situation bad for the person who's abusing, but the one who getting abused too.
But that's what being a whistleblower is. Whistleblower is blowing up the whole spot.
No, but I think what he's saying is
about it is also enabling as well.
No, what he's saying is if you go to the media and say, "Hey, Diddy's beating on Cassie," right, and she's not ready to leave. It puts you in a situation to where now, because of what's going on, he might blame her and beat on her more. You get what I'm saying? Like she might be more affected because he came forward. Because,
not only that,
because he can't. they're not gonna press charges if he goes to the police and say, I seen him beating on her, and then she said he didn't touch me or anything like that, but now she's in a situation to where he's blaming her, and it can become more volatile. So I can see where you're saying, like, if that one incident happened, and especially if he hits her to the manner of which she's not physically, there's physically scars on her. So it would be hard to prove if she says to them.
But that video was hard to
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is, now when you look at that video, it's bringing and triggering back the stuff that Cassidy had went through, right? Yes, we want to put it out there to show what Diddy did, but we don't know how much that affect Cassidy now. She probably have been long removed from Diddy, but now we triggering that stuff back again. That's going over.
She the one who released this.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
No, I'm just saying it because she had her own copy. So for her to have a copy, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first time.
But no,
she's seen the video.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same token, but we still mess with other people. Other people probably be affected by that. Well, all I'm saying is this: sometimes when we're trying to put out the bad person out there, we got to look at who their victim is as well, because that's going to affect them in another way also. So when I looked at the video, my first instinct was like, at first it was like I couldn't believe what I was seeing, because this man had so much rage. He didn't care about nothing. You know how crazy you have to be that you running out with just your towel on?
Yeah.
How upset you have to be, right?
Yeah.
And you to the point where you hit her, you push her, you still hold her. So thinking you still got your mind what you are, because you holding the towel so the towel wouldn't fall down. Yeah. Right? But you're still pounding, hitting, and dragging, everything, still holding your towel. So now some people say, oh, he was in a bit of rage and going all this other stuff, that he was in his right mind. That man knew what he was doing. And that was something that he was probably do on a regular basis.
I don't think
allegedly.
He did it.
He did it.
No, I'm saying, I said cocaine a heck of a drug, allegedly.
Oh, I have no idea.
Nah, so I think part of it as well. I think like you was stating that I think his career over with. I don't think so. You have people that still celebrate R. Kelly. You still have people that celebrate Chris Brown. They telling you now that happened a long time ago, and they're telling you not to deal with it. I know, same thing. I know people was getting mad that we was even mentioning Chris Brown in the same light as Diddy. I think long as you sit tight and just wait a couple of time, a period of time, you will be fine. Because we as society don't generally care about people as long as we get the things that we want. Same thing with Donald Trump being voted in, right? The transgressions that he done had in his past, or statements that he had, they don't care as long as he come in and be a president and do the things that they want. As long if Diddy can provide us something that we want, I can see Diddy being forgiven.
No, I'm saying I think what he was heading to, like being on the Mount Rushmore of black culture, that's done, is what I'm saying. For example, Chris Brown, although people might say, oh, Chris Brown's still thriving, whatever, Chris Brown has been blackballed from a lot of things that he could potentially be. Chris Brown has like Michael Jackson-like talent. You get what I mean? And he couldn't do or get the recognition like Michael Jackson because of what he did. You know what I mean? Diddy, what was going to make him great was the fact he was going to have a multi-million-dollar media company. He was going to have several brands.
Multi-billion-dollar media.
billion-dollar company. He was going to have brands that was going to work with him, all of which probably not going to want to work with him anymore because of what happened. So what I'm saying is he's not going to be Diddy anymore. He's going to be a person who's probably going to be in the music industry. I don't count people's pockets, but I don't know how his money going to come in or whatever. But I'm just saying he's not going to be Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh, look at this man here. Oh, come to our gig. Come to whatever. That's done. You know what I mean? Like, that's out the window. Just like Will Smith, the nicest person in the world. He not banned in terms of making money, making movies, but he's banned in, I don't care if you the best actor in the movie.
You're not going to win an Oscar.
You're not going to win the Oscar.
You're not going to win the People's Choice Award. You're not winning these different things.
You know so it's like, it's levels. Like, he just messed up his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody make a documentary about him, it's going to have horror music behind it. Not happy music no more. You know what I'm saying?
No, that creepy music. You know, the one that have you start thinking and stuff like that.
Music. So that's what I mean by over. Like, to me, I not idolize. I don't want to make people think like I worship, but I respect the people like Diddy,
because
Jay-Z,
of the grind. Because of the grind.
Jay-Z, people like Rick Ross, people like 50 Cent, like people that did more outside of music and got rich. I'm like, dang, that's like $1 business mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you done with that. That's what I meant.
But I agree with that as well. But I think for us, I think when it came to looking at the video, he started apologizing. He said he know he had problems. He know he was doing it. He working on himself right now.
Apologize because he got caught.
We all know that because he got caught. But I just think
so weak.
It was kind of strange that he said he noticed these things, but never acknowledged that in the beginning. Right? And one of the things that people don't understand, when you're trying to get help or trying to do, you have to acknowledge that you did something wrong. And one of the ways you're doing that, you have to go back and say, hey, I know I did this to you. I apologize and own up to it. You know, I can never say what he's going through. I can never say what he was going through at the time and how he do this. But there's something wrong when you can actually put your hands on somebody and feel like it's okay. Regardless if you're drunk, regardless if you high, that should not be in your capability to do that because you're trying to harm that person. And most of the times when people are in vital situations, they got the mentality is, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take myself out as well because I don't want nobody else to be with you. Yep. And they can easily get to that point because what we saw in that video. And we can only imagine what was happening behind closed doors. We can only imagine how long this been happening and how many women he have been putting through this. You understand what I'm saying? So I think for us, what this brings to light now is there's a lot of situations going on now that these men need help. And hopefully if they see this video, they can say, you know what, man, that might be me. Right? Yes, I think so. There's a lot of dudes out there beating on women, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not going to change.
Yeah, I don't think the only thing the 10 people that listen to our podcast don't change the fact the way men treat women.
No, it's not even that. That's not. So we're not going to change people doing bad. The world is made with good and evil. That's always going to exist. What we can hope for, or what everybody can progress to, is there's enough good people to provide support for those who are in trouble from the bad people. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, the stance Timmy said he would take if he was a security guard making $200,000 a year, even though that was his only income. You know, I'm stepping away from this. I'll talk to them, wherever the case may be. So I think the only thing we can do is just make it uncomfortable for those bad people, because I don't think you're going to eradicate the world of bad people who are, beating on women, degrading women, doing whatever the case may be. You just got to make it uncomfortable for them. You notice your homeboy doing it, don't be his friend any longer. You know, your friend, your sister, or whatever is going through the situation, help her, find a way, get her through it, so on and so forth. So that's the only way I think we can stop it. We can't stop the actual acts from happening. Violence is going to happen. The only thing we can do is help the community police it a little bit better. Don't turn a blind eye to it, and help people when you see them in that situation.
So try like that. So let's just think about it. You was there. You're the bodyguard. You're seeing this happen. Mm-hmm. What would you do in order to make them feel uncomfortable?
To make P. Diddy feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do what you said. First of all, I would have intervened and just said, stop it. I'm not sure if the bodyguard was there, but let's say it was an incident I was witnessing. I would have said, hey, you're not going to hit her. I'd be like, Cassie, go to the other room, do whatever, go somewhere else. I got you. And then I would talk to Diddy. Now, Diddy, obviously being my boss, would have probably gotten enraged and upset. Probably would have fired me, whatever the case may be. I don't know what type of contracts the security guards signed to where they said whatever you witness you can't talk about. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Indiana.
So only reason I'm asking that, right? So the way I'm thinking to make somebody uncomfortable is bringing more people in the room, right? So he has multiple bodyguards.
Not nobody like him. You got to snitch. The only way.
No, what I'm saying is I don't feel honestly that if us three bodyguards was in the room with him while he's doing, he would have did it. Most of the times I'm thinking he did this behind the closed door. Hey, everybody out. Close the door. Blah blah blah. Do what he has to do. So you being the security guard, you know what's about to happen. Everybody, I'm good. I'm gonna stand here with you.
Listen, I'm saying with the Diddy situation, the only way you make him uncomfortable if you get him arrested, snitch, because he has such a big head. If one person disagrees with him, he's gonna probably say, "You don't know what's going on," kick you out. Nothing gonna happen. What I'm talking about for the normal people, if we witness it, you have to make them people uncomfortable. I think the no snitching rule in the black community, I think that goes out the window when it comes to domestic violence. I say, if you're hitting on women, you need to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to jail, point blank, period. I don't think it should be, don't get the police involved or whatever. Don't talk to police. Nah. Get him out of here, file a report, restraining order. I remember it was a video, probably like 2 months ago I saw, and it was live. You could see someone was recording because they heard a couple arguing. And the girl was in the parking lot, and she was like, get away from me, help. I got a restraining order on you. And the guy was chasing her like, oh yeah. And then a minute later, they come back into the phone screen, and she's like this. Like, no, he's going to shoot me. And then boom, he shot her. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that, that's what that kind of stuff leads to. And that's what I'm saying when earlier was like, I wouldn't call the police or whatever. I think it should be no holds barred type of thing when it comes to that. Either you police it yourself if you think you tough enough or capable enough to disciplining that man right then and there and eradicating that, or I think you should call the police.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we got to be mindful two levels of this, because again, someone on Diddy's stature, it might be a little bit more difficult for you to
change his mind.
Not change his mind, for you to hold him accountable. Mm-hmm. I think accountability might look a little different for him compared to one of your homeboys or somebody you know. As far as what that looks like, what accountability looks like in those situations, because I think there's level to what Diddy has to a regular person have as far as being held accountable. And I feel, for me, if it's one of your friends or your homeboys that you know that's abusive towards women,
you going to jail.
I think that's when you hold your homeboy accountable and call the police, getting the police involved, having that conversation with him, having that conversation with her. Like, what's going on?
But that's tough. Not to cut you off again, but that's tough. Think about it. Your homeboy for life. That's like me witness you in a domestic situation, and I call the police right then and there without. Like, if it's somebody who you love or who you close with, and you seen that they domestic, like, what would you do? Oh, now I'm just talk to you, or would you call the police?
You know what? To be honest with you, we just being 100. Now that you said it that way. It depends on the aggression towards, so how bad it is. So if say we're in the room and you grabbing up somebody and you pulling her shirt or doing this now, whatever, I'm gonna intervene, tell you stop, pull up, boom, we can have a conversation. But if I see you wailing and beating on this girl, my boy, I get you, my homeboy, I get y'all, my brothers, I think we have to call the police.
Yeah.
We, like, if you beating on her, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, because that tells me.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think a lot of people view it that way.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why though. Because if we chilling one day and if you my homeboy and we chilling one day and you and your girl get into an argument, right? I'm not gonna get into it. If y'all start arguing with each other, I'm not gonna be like, hey man, y'all chill out. I'm gonna sit and just let y'all do, because that's y'all business. But if I see you start to grab or get physical, say she hit you first, right? You know what I'm saying? I know men like to say, oh, she got to keep her hand on herself. I see she hit you, I'm like, hey, y'all chill out, man, or whatever. And they going back and forth or fighting each other. I'm gonna try to stop it my best way I can, interrupt it, get whatever. Now, if I see this dude pounding her like a dude, right, I'm gonna break it up, but I don't see myself that's sitting right with me, because I don't see you going from we in love to the first time we have an incident to you pounding on her like a dude. That tell me you an abusive person. You get what I'm saying? So I think I want to preference is situation will determine how you respond. Because I think everything, the nuance of it is very important when you come into. I know some people just gonna give you a blanket. No, if there's any abuse, we need to do this. Let's be realistic, because emotions plays a lot in how we make decisions. No matter what we do, how much we love somebody, how that emotion plays in how to respond and how do we treat people based on how much we care for them. So I don't want to say across the board and not be realistic and say, hey, soon as something happened, they got to go to jail. They going, no, we know it's different. So, I just having that conversation with them would tell me. So based on, after I break it up, I figure out, I say, hey man, what's going on, bro? Like this would, and we're having that conversation. I determined that this guy that's his MO. He's been beating on her. I'd never known. I never seen it before. This is my first time seeing it, but he been doing it for so long. There's other women. I think that would, no matter how long we've been friends or how cool I am, I think I would end that connection with them to not be around a person to where I have to worry about you hitting on someone, because then it tells me and you never had a fight. Yeah, right? So we had conflict, but we never had a fight. So why you ain't ever jump on my head like that? So it kind of tell me you prey more on women than you prey on me. Because if we had, because all of us, even us, had disagreements. You know what I'm saying? So for us to have a disagreement or get into an argument and you not become aggressive with me, but I see you be aggressive with a woman, that tell me something about your character. And that's a person I don't even want to be around.
So I think this might be a great title for the video once we post it. Diddy did it, but would you hold your homeboy accountable if he did it? You know what I'm saying? So think about
it's not a good title. But
not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. I thought you were gonna say something profound.
You know, not at all. Not even close.
We got it. You talking about Diddy did it with homeboy? Nah, carry on.
What I was gonna say is replace Diddy with your homeboy in that video doing that same thing to their significant other.
Mm-hmm.
No,
but you gotta understand.
I'm telling you,
if you seen the video, because of it came out after the statute of limitation has passed, right? So even now, depending on the statute of limitation, we probably get upset. We probably do this thing. Yes, we probably was like, let me cut ties with buddy. I don't want to hang around with you no more. But if we never seen the video, we should know who our I don't say should. There's a great chance we understand if we feel our friends have a propensity to beat people, right? Yeah. And they always angry. They're always this upset. They always like, hey, what's going on with you? Then when the wife come around or the girlfriend come around, they on like walking on eggshells the whole time. Like these stuff that we should be picking up if we actually want to try to look out for people. Not to say we're trying to be the savior or all savior, but what are we here for, right? Everybody should be to the point where they can be able to have fun, come around us. You see her sitting in the corner. You see her just getting up and feeding him food, and it's like, okay, something ain't right here. You understand? If these are truly our homeboys and our homegirl,
what? I'm feeding him what?
No, I'm saying like he getting up, she getting up, she got to look. She look at him, he look at her. You like, oh man, let me go get this food. He rushing to get some food and stuff. Not Tara. It's the way you do it. Most of the time, Gina don't pick up my food, but
that's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, so my abuse. Because most places I go, I pick up cake food.
Look at it. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Mel pick up my food.
No, I don't get no food.
When you go,
yes.
When y'all have parties in my house, you stand in the dang line yourself.
Now, my boy, I can promise you, 9 times out of 10, Mel's gonna pick up my food.
Wow, that's nice
for me. If me and her go to a party, right? She's gonna pick up my food. If I'm the plug for the party, I'm like, hey, let's go get the food. But if we go into a neutral party, it's her party, she's picking up my food. Not saying that she have to, but that's just how it is. That's how we do it.
I watch you, man.
So,
but there's a way. I'm just saying, it's different things you pick up on. You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't know. I never been, to be honest with you, I have had training. Part of my training for where I work at, we discuss domestic violence and as well children being abused. What does abuse look like? What does being in an abusive relationship be like? I done did training on it. I have myself not witnessed, because that's why I was telling Terrell, and that's why I was stating that generally you hang around people that's like you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you generally hang around people that have the same beliefs. That's why it's so important when you go fellowship at church. The whole purpose of fellowship at church is to be around like-minded individuals, right? So again, even at church, yes, we all have the same like-mind, but then we vary based on certain things, so it could come to conflict. So I think for me, if one of my homeboys is being abusive towards his wife or girlfriend or someone tell me that, you know what I'm saying, I would have the conversation. So somebody be like, hey boy, you hang around Jack, that boy, beat on people. I would be like, okay, let me holler at them and say, hey man, boy, they saying you doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? That's you my homeboy. Like, what's going on? Like, tell me about what. And if he be like, man, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Now I'm gonna be like, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you, because I know you. I have not seen it. I'm gonna allow you to explain for yourself, because again, I think we have to take accusations or accusations very seriously, and as well also know that it doesn't, everything don't always be what someone stated is. So I think just having that conversation with them and just making sure that you and your friends or whoever, your homeboy, whoever, on the same page. Now my question gonna be is what do you do if you're in the street and you see a dude fighting a woman? Do you intervene?
Call the police.
I would say probably call the police. I'm not trying to get into that, because I have seen instance or heard an instance where you try to intervene and the guy and the girl beating up on you.
I'll be like, look, it's a domestic disturbance going off outside here in Walmart. And
Why you had to pick Walmart?
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. That's what it's gonna be. Okay,
but I think honestly, as we wrap this up, if you feel the need that you're in an abusive situation, call for help, ask for help. Guys, if you notice that you have a tendency of beating a woman when you're upset,
the dudes that's the same thing.
I'm sorry, if you're in an abusive relationship as well, please reach out, because the worst thing we want to happen is your significant other taking you to the point where they take you out and we don't get to see you or be around us anymore.
Yeah, and if you do need help, the National Domestic Violence Hotline to get that help is, the number is 1-800-799-7233. You can text BEGIN to 88788. You can do a chat. You can go on the official website and you can get some help. And again, don't be afraid to call the police if you feel as though you're in either a physically abusive relationship or you are in a verbal abusive relationship, because that could be just as bad. Yep. Somebody verbally abusing you every single day, messing with your mental health. Next thing you know, you're thinking about suicide. So that can also be another form of abuse. So if you're experiencing any of those two things, whether it's a man and a woman, woman and a woman, man and a man, whatever the case can be, just make sure you get yourself out of that situation.
All right. So again, I want to thank you. Like I stated before we started, we did our best to make sure that we provide the information with our thoughts, as well as be aware and sensitive to anyone that may be triggered by what we was talking about today, seeing the Diddy video or going through that currently, that you build the courage to step away and walk away and know that you are somebody and that you should be loved the correct way. So it's your boy Dean.
Tim.
Taran.
You got another episode of Dean's Office. Yo.